Greetings and welcome to the Contracting Guy. I am the Contracting Guy, and I have a veteran who sent in the following question. She says, "Hey Contracting Guy, my name is Stephanie, and I'm from San Diego, California, and I have a question." Well, Stephanie, what's that question? What does the government mean by competitive range? Great question, Stephanie. I'll have that answer for you in just one moment. All right, Stephanie, you've asked, and I'll give it. The competitive range is one of the tools available to the contracting officer so that they can make their decisions more efficiently. It's just an efficiency tool. Otherwise, if the contracting officer received 15 proposals, they would have to look at all 15 and give them the same level of discretion necessary. Well, frankly, not all 15 will deserve that level of discretion, and oftentimes you'll find it's easy just to pick out the top 4 or 5 or 7 that just absolutely suck. So you want to be able to remove those that are poor or suck and get rid of those quickly. Competitive range does that for the contracting officer. So what are we looking at here? Well, first off, the competitive range addresses the most highly rated proposals. So those are the most highly rated proposals would be retained. Those that are not would be gone. Now, FAR Part 15.306 Charlie speaks to this in greater detail. But to touch on it specifically is that it's to reduce the size. So for example, we'll use the example that you have behind me, is that what if you had 6 proposals and you were rating and ranking them, and this is an example. Please know that more effort goes into the decision than just what I'm sharing. They're reviewing this and determine that there are, of the 6 proposals, 2 of the proposals are not likely to be considered or not highly rated. Those proposals behind me are the one that's at over $900,000, and the other one is at $275,000. So we're going to look at that and say, okay, on a first blush, the one that's $950,000 has to go because it's too high. And the one at $275,000 is too low. Now, keep in mind, in a real situation, they would look at also the technical capabilities and functions that are going on. But for the purpose here, this is how it works. Then there will be 4, in this case here, 4 that are identified that are are really close. In this case here, 700,000 down to 550,000. That's a pretty small range, $150,000 swing. To make that more powerful or more meaningful is that we have an independent government cost estimate of $675,000, which tells us that those prices are within the ballpark. Now, at that point, those 4 will be in the competitive range. The 2, 950 and 275, will be removed from the competitive range. What will happen to them is they'll receive a letter saying that they've been removed from the competitive range. Do they want a debriefing now, or would they like to hold off and get their debriefing later? You only get one debriefing. My suggestion, wait till later. For the ones that are in the competitive range, they will have the opportunity to talk to the contracting officer and the technical team, and there will be some discussions that ensue, exchanges, that will result in a final revised proposal that you will be submitting. So they'll send in a revised proposal, and that revised proposal will include any of the suggestions made by the government or any of the comments and concerns the government may have. So that's an important piece. So with that, the takeaways here. If you make the competitive range, learn from that and build build your revised proposal based on government input. Uh, if you don't make the competitive range, don't worry. You haven't been selected. Time to look for something else. But when it comes time for a debriefing, go ahead, get the debriefing, and learn something about what has occurred so that you can be more successful in the future. Well, Stephanie from San Diego, California, I hope this has helped you out regarding competitive range. This is the Contracting Guy. I'm out. Thank you for watching the Contracting Guy. Please like, subscribe, and share the video. We'd appreciate that. This is the Contracting Guy. I'm out.